everybody. I'm with Father Creer, 30 plus years pastor here down at St. Joseph's in Las Vegas. And I thought I would update because, Father, one of the things that I believe in what you do down here, and welcome to you, by the way, this morning.
Thank
welcome
you, Steve.
you to your own.
Yeah.
Your own church here.
That's fine. It just caught me while I was doing work right now.
It's rare to catch you when you're not doing work, Father. But anyway, I wanted to update you. I did go live this morning, which was nice, Father, from the morning service here, the feeding that takes place every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
9 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yeah, 10 a.m. And there's a core of volunteers that cook the food and prepare the food correct, and then
Yes, we start about 6 o'clock in the morning, probably sometimes before that. So that's to make sure that everything's ready, because of course we also have then Mass and the Rosary Mass, so that has to take that time limit. But of course the food's cooking at that time, so it's ready at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, so you have very long days here, obviously. And Father, today we've gone through and revised. We work to revise. All this food doesn't just appear. It has to be brought in either by volunteers that shop for items and bring them in. It's very kind volunteers. I've helped unload trunks of food that have come in here for very nice people. But we also depend on you on things like the Amazon wish list, and also Walmart here to help supplement the feeding. And Father, I noticed today the numbers are very big.
They are, and of course it's increasing. This is the end of the month too, but it seems to be that there's a greater need right now. I'm not sure as to what's all happening in the world itself, because it seems like you listen to the news and everything seems to be like everything's fine and we're all having a wonderful time, but it seems like when I'm out there, it seems like there's the opposite, that people are struggling, even within the families in my own parish, struggling to meet ends meet.
Well, you're really at a ground zero sort of in society. You have a good window on changes that take place over a period of time. And just in the 2 years that I've been coming down, I've noticed that the trend upward in numbers here. So this is all a way to ask you if you could see it in your heart. I have the links down below. I've tried to prioritize items here so we're not wasting your time or your money, to try to buy in bulk where possible and to get the best per ounce prices on things that can help supplement. And they're backbone items. They're not luxury items. They're items that are used day in, day out. I went over to the storeroom today and did some inventory to see what we need. I worked with the regular guys here also for their input, and of course Father. So if you can see your way to help us, the links are down below. And Father, any final words here on
No, we wish
the effort?
We wish to thank you for it, because definitely it's there, and there is a need, and we do everything we can. People drop off fresh vegetables, whatever that they can't use, and we cut them up and make sure that it's there, because there's quite a few who, again, we want to make sure that at least the basics is there, and that is that they have food, and that no one around in our community is going hungry. We can look at advertisements and saying that definitely people are going hungry, but we want to let you know that at least in our community we're doing everything possible to make sure that no one is going hungry. But it's also thanks to you, because even though he says food doesn't just appear, to a certain extent we say it does seem to appear, because it always seems to come as we need it. But we know it's also, as again you're inspired and have that aspect of wanting to be charitable towards that of those who have need, and therefore as such it seems that God moves you at those moments. And we hope again that with this, and that it will also be a means of moving you to see the need that's here, and to help us as we again try to take care of those who have that of wanting to be again attended to, who again find it that difficult for themselves to find a meal, and know that at least here they can find one.
And we don't, somebody was mentioning, or erroneously on my live stream said, you qualify people, you have to be a certain faith or a certain person. There's no pre-qualification for anybody.
No, it's open. Yeah, it's open. Nobody's denied food here, unless, and that's obvious I think for anyone, unless you come here to cause trouble. I mean, we don't look at that aspect of what you look like or anything. We don't ask any questions. We only, again, look at that you're a child of God. And of course, as a child, a brother or sister, we again have that a responsibility to make sure that it's there. There's obviously that aspect of what we want to look at, and when it comes to need, and that of, again, this world, so to say, as opposed to that of, again, faith. And those are two different departments which are always kept separate. We know we have render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, to God the things that are God's, and God, and therefore as such, again, I think most people in their minds can make that distinction. And of course, we again have that of realizing that when it comes to our stepping outside the door, everyone is there, and as such, again, we make sure that everyone is taken care of.
Well, Jesus never pre-qualified anybody, so
No.
neither should we, and I think that's very important. The last thing is, some people asked about frozen things. Frozen things are difficult for us to, if you're watching this locally, and I do have quite a subscriber base in Las Vegas, if you choose to drop off frozen corn, frozen peas, beans, things like that, they're always most welcome here. You can just knock on the door and someone will open, and or you can pre-call Best and just let
let us know again, so that, again, because we want to make sure that the food that we are presenting to those who are here never will make them sick.
Yeah.
And therefore, as such, again, we want to make sure that it's properly handled, so that, again, that we again can make sure that it's not going to have a dire consequence if we again find something that's there that's because it was set out or something, not able to be used.
Yeah, exactly. So if it's canned and we can sort of use it, you can actually plan a menu. If it comes in frozen, it's a question of storage capacity. It's also a question of triage. What do we move out to get the frozen food in?
But we can also
never
prepare
turn anything away here. Well, trust and believe. Nothing ever gets turned away from the door. So.
But if you let us know, we can also then prepare for that. And that's usually there so that we don't have something else prepared and then we have it doubled. But rather, again, we can again realize that we can use what you're bringing right away. Because as he just said, Stephen said, we again can hold the cans. They seem to again stay there. But the frozen food, we know it has to be, again, if it's not able to be frozen right away, it has to be used right away.
Okay, so in wrapping up, if you didn't see this morning's live stream, it might give you a good idea of what's done down here. It's not intrusive on anybody, but you can see the people move through line. You can see the numbers are very large. And Father, over 500,000 meals in 20 years. It's amazing what a volunteer effort can do. And you taking that on, Father, was a whole world apart from just priestly duties and things like that. And I know the community here is grateful to at least have one meal that they can count on the week. So thank you for sitting in, Father, and
You're welcome.
Updating us. And thank all of you. Once again, the links are down below. If you want to help out, it is greatly appreciated. Okay?
And thank you also, as Stephen said, that we again want to thank you for all those contributions that are there, because definitely it's something we absolutely need.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching.